Hi, everybody. I'm Dana Brooks of Basic Brooks Law Offices, and you are watching a very special edition of the EmPower Hour brought to you by the EmPower Plant. This week, it is Thanksgiving during our regularly scheduled time, and you are probably sitting around having maybe your first meal of the day, maybe your second or third, I don't know, but enjoy it. Enjoy everything you're doing this wonderful Thanksgiving day. We at the EmPower Plant and the EmPower Hour would just like to say happy Thanksgiving to you and tell you a little bit more about what we are thankful for this year, kind of peel back the curtain a little bit, let you get to know our panel members a little bit better. We're going to be hearing from Rose Caswick, Kimmy Hogan, Kia Thomas, Whitney Morris, Carrie Rohn, and then I'm going to have my final thoughts on that. We're just going to share with you some things about the traditions that we like to experience in our family, things we grew up doing or traditions we made for our families as adults. We want to tell you what we're thankful for. And fortunately for us, we've got a lot of those items on that list. And then finally, we want to tell you what our goals and aspirations are for the future and how we want to keep doing things like having a forum to empower women and have a voice for people who support them and everything that they go through and face the challenges they face every day. And we hope we provided that for you here. So I want to start first with a video from Rose Caswick. Rose Caswick is my law partner, and you know she has a very important role on the EmPower Hour, and she always gives us her drink. She's not here. She's enjoying her time with her family. So I was left to my own devices. And of course, I went with the New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc for many reasons. Crisp, refreshing, love it, good all year round. Just can't go wrong with it. Doesn't stain your teeth. Rose. Rose came to us right out of law school. Many people don't know this about this long, probably what, 8-10 year Tallahassee resident, is that she is a Gator. She is a double Gator. She went to the University of Florida for undergrad, and she went there for law school. So she came to us right out of law school, never been to Tallahassee for anything, had no real interest in coming to Tallahassee. But like so many really, really smart people do in law school, they go and they get a tremendous education, and then they're just not sure what they're turned on about doing. So we were introduced, and I tried to get her turned on about plaintiff's personal injury law. And I know there's a lot of things she likes about it, a lot of things she doesn't. But that's how she got to us. She started with me doing medical malpractice cases. And she grew to take over the entire medical malpractice section of our firm, section of our firm. And then she went on to do some general personal injury for a long period of time, where she helps people in all manner of personal injuries, from car accidents to slip and falls to nursing home negligence to medical malpractice. So there's pretty much nothing in here she doesn't know how to do. So we're going to hear first from her. Take a listen to Rose's video. This is seeing another little side of her. I think you'll enjoy it. Take a look.
Hey everyone, it's Rose here to talk about Thanksgiving, some traditions, and what we're thankful for. Since we are not live this week, we are all hopefully with our families and enjoying the day, and I hope you all are too. But we wanted to just give a little Thanksgiving message, talk a little bit about our personal Thanksgiving experiences, and wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. So I'll start with my Thanksgiving traditions. I mean, they're pretty simple. It's been the same, I think, every day of my life, every Thanksgiving of my life. It's just me and my parents. I'm an only child. We eschew extended family. When my grandmother was alive, she was a snowbird and she wasn't down here yet. So it's just the three of us, and we like eat crackers and cheese in the morning and watch the parade and watch the dog show. My dad cooks the turkey. My mom cooks everything else. And we have a good time. We drink wine liberally. Dad F's off at some point to go watch football, and me and my mom may watch a movie maybe. So it's really nice. This year should be no different, thankfully. As far as what I'm thankful for, which is something we don't do in my family. We don't do anything as corny. Let's go around the table and say what we're thankful for, especially since it's just the three of us. What I'm thankful for, because this has been a difficult year for me personally, are my friends, my best friends who I've known for 20 years now, who are always there for me and can make me laugh and hang out with me even when I'm being a jerk. Thankful for my coworkers who also put up with me being a jerk frequently and support me and really care about me as a person, which they don't have to do. We work together. We don't have to like each other. We just do. Um, I'm thankful for my family who they drive me crazy and they are crazy. Uh, but I guess that just means I fit right in with them. So, yes, thankful for them, surprisingly. And yeah, I'm thankful to have mostly made it through another year, to be transitioning to something new and exciting next year, and hope you all have a good Thanksgiving.
Oh, that was cool. That was really cool. Let me see what my takeaways are from that with Rose's video. She just calls herself a jerk. She's not a jerk. She's prickly. She can be prickly. Don't misunderstand me, but she's not a jerk. Everybody loves the things that are very unique and individualistic about Rose. We love her. Like Rose, I'm also an only child. And so a lot of times your family is smaller than the average person's family. But the good thing about it is you get to create your family. You get to choose people who you decide to have in your life as family, and that can be so very enriching, if not more. When you're an only child, you don't really understand a lot of the sibling dynamics people complain about or enjoy, so it's kind of like you're just missed out on that. But the other thing is you do get to choose your family and the relationships you want in this world. And Rose has some wonderful, rich family traditions, but she also has an extended family of people she's created who love her and everything that's unique and wonderful about her, including me. Next, we have Kimmy Hogan. Kimmy, get this now, even though Kimmy grew up here in Tallahassee, she also came to us from the University of Florida Law School, right? About the same time. I think she and Rose are in the same class. Once again, she came right out of school. I don't believe she had, worked outside of law school in another law firm, and she really hit the ground running. Another person, just extremely bright, did very well in law school, not real sure what she was turned on about doing. She is a natural person for helping people. She's a natural giver. She's a natural carer. So personal injury law is fits hand in glove for her. Since she has been here, I have seen her buy her first home, get married, have two children, and buy another home and just grow. And she has the most beautiful family. She's got a wonderful husband and she's got two adorable little boys. If I had these little boys, I think I would just spoil them too much. They wouldn't be fit for society. But somehow she can discipline herself and do the right thing. But I think you're going to enjoy this video, get to know a little bit more about her. Take a look at Kimmy's video of what she's thankful for this year.
Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving. It's Kimmy Hogan. I am most thankful this year for my adorable children. I have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. Every single day they make me feel just so loved. When I come home from work, my 2-year-old screams, "Mommy's home!" And then I hear the little pitter patters as he runs down the hallway and greets me with arms wide open and just a big smile on his face. And I tell you what, it's just the highlight of my day. And I really need to videotape it so I can watch it over and over again when he gets a little bit older. And I'm thankful for my sweet 5-year-old. We went on a walk 2 days ago and he's picking flowers and putting them in my hair and putting them in his hair and putting them in his brother's hair. And I don't know, it's just so joyful and sweet. This year for Thanksgiving, I'm traveling down with my family to Winter Haven, and we're going to spend the day and the weekend with my extended family, which I'm so excited about. We do eating, of course, and football watching, and then we play the white elephant game, which I was explaining to Harrison, my 5-year-old, this morning, and he was really excited about it and really excited about the stealing process. He was like, "So I get to steal it?" So anyways, that'll be a hoot this year. I want to tell y'all a goal that I have for myself this holiday season, and hopefully maybe it can be a goal for one of you all. which is I want to be intentional with my time. I'm going to be spending a lot of time with a lot of family members, and sometimes you can get distracted. I certainly can get distracted by my kids, and I just want to make sure that I'm being intentional about spending quality time with my loved ones, especially the ones that I don't get to see too often, and especially my grandpa who's 92 years old. So make every moment count. But anyways, I hope y'all are doing great, and I hope you have a wonderful and joyful holiday and that you get to spend some time thinking about things that you're thankful for. Thanks for watching.
And we're back. That was Kimmy Hogan. And a couple of my takeaways from that. I love how she loves her children. And she made an important point at the beginning. She says, I should video my son when he comes up and gives me these flowers and puts them in my hair and he says these cute things. And I agree with that. When that's happening at the time, it's so indelible. But I'm a parent of a 27-year-old little girl, and I wish I had more videos of some of the little things she used to say and the little looks and all that. I have pictures, but it's not the same as hearing their little squealy voices. So if you've had those little ones around you, take a minute to capture some of those moments. And then she said, I like this. She says, I'm going to next year, one of my goals, I'm going to make priority to see people who are not in my immediate orbit, is the way I took it. And she referred to an elderly grandfather, because they're not going to be here forever. And if they are here, sometimes they're not here in a way that optimizes your and their experience together. So when you have access to people in your life, take advantage of it. These cases, this law, these papers, all this stuff comes and goes, but you're not going to be able to just reschedule something with an elderly relative or someone very important to you who lives far away when it becomes convenient for you. You're going to have to decide it's a priority and act like that right now. So that was a good little tidbit and a reminder for me. Next, we have Kia Thomas. Kia is our communications director. She wears a lot of hats. She's in communications, public relations, that sort of thing. She's the bright, shining face of the firm. She puts together all these wonderful events that we do. She tries to make sure we get good, meaningful information to our clients that they can use. And instead of just bombarding them with things about us, we try to give them things they can use. And she's in charge of that. And I think she does a wonderful job of that. But it's interesting to get to listen to her video, because she gets pretty granular with this family stuff. Like, when y'all get together and you start playing these games and stuff, take a listen to her video, and I'm interested to hear what you think about it. Take a look.
Hey guys, Kia Thomas here. So, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. What am I thankful for? The first thing is health. Without health, you can't even enjoy your wealth. That's one of the biggest things for me and my family that we try to make sure that we immerse ourselves in. That is not to say that we're eating good food or eating the right way or doing the right things. It's just making sure that you're checking in on yourself, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, or, going all these great places on vacations, because your health is not there. So that's one of the biggest things that I am thankful for, is having my health. Family traditions. So one of the biggest things that we have always done is getting together at either grandma's house or whichever side of grandma's house, and sitting at the big table. Once the food is out, pretty much no one is talking anymore, right? It's the collard greens, ham, turkey. Sorry to all the vegans. I am trying to do better in regards to that, but in the same token, those are some great things that we're enjoying. But traditions, okay. So after we eat, we normally end up playing games, right? One of the games that we do like to play is called the If Book. Intriguing questions, and you really get to know your family member first. Some of the biggest things about my family is that, we're a small family, but we're a big extended family. Now, a most recent tradition is playing the game Mafia. My little cousins, the Woods boys, are amazing at telling these stories where basically you have these deck of cards. depending on how many people are playing, there is always going to be a mafia amongst us. And it's pretty much like you're playing the game of Who. But they tell these intricate and in-depth stories in regards to like you're in Woodsville and the mafia's out to get you. Hide your kids, hide your wives, because they're coming for you. Then you close your eyes, right? And then at this point, the storyteller starts saying, all right, mafia arise. In this thing, the mafia can only open their eyes. Everything is quiet because everybody else is gone to sleep, right? It's nighttime in the Woodsville, wherever we may be. So once you close your eyes, then the mafia reveals it's himself, and then they say who they want to take out. So once they say who they're going to take out, the story begins, right? But you also have one that's called the saver. I know I'm wrong on that part. The lawyer. Then you also have two other components to it, and everybody else who didn't get a main card are like village people. So throughout this entire time, now the mafia has taken out someone, right? So we all wake up. This is just round one. We all wake up, and now we have to, the storyteller then tells the story such as saying, well, Kia was taking this long walk and she fell off the cliff. So now you know the mafia is taking me out, right? But now you have to figure out which person in the room would actually take you out. You start looking at cousins and aunts and grandmas and everybody in a totally different way. But it's a great, family tradition that we have that we play during, we can play that into almost the wee hours. I think last time we played it to almost 12 a.m. in the morning, but that's one of our family. So current events, we could talk about so many things. One of the biggest things, of course, if Facebook has now turned into the metaverse. Whereas in so many words, it's coming from the Greek word of beyond. It kind of makes you think that you're going into a virtual reality, but I mean, we knew this was coming because we used to watch the Jetsons, right? We were always told that there was going to be floating cars in the sky. We're seeing it happen in movies and all that other great stuff. Reminds you of Marvel, right? It makes you think where the world is actually going now. But I guess we'll just continue to keep following those phases and seeing what happens. And I think this is the last question. What am I looking forward to in the coming month? Huge growth. Not just for me, but for every coming, months leading into 2022. I think some great growth is about to happen for all the things that are surrounding us. And I'm just looking forward to it. So that's it for me, guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. And I wish nothing but for the best for all.
So I don't know about you, but I don't know that I'm going to Kia's house for Thanksgiving. Those games, I don't know. Who would kill you? Who would off you? Who's in the mafia in your house? I don't know that we need to know all that. But that does sound hilarious and fun. But like Rose, when you're an only child, a lot of the game stuff that families do, you miss out on that. So I'm always thrilled when I hear about these games, especially when they're playing them until 1 and 2 in the morning with cousins they may only see a couple times a year. That's cool. That's the kind of thing memories are made of. Kia brings up something near and dear to my heart. I'm aging forward. I'm not aging backwards. So I've learned as an experience of aging that nothing gets easier, nothing gets better. And when she talks about being thankful for your health, she means it. And I mean it too. She's exactly right. Wealth is nothing without health. You can't buy your way to health a lot of the times. You can improve your life with it, but most of it comes from a commitment to doing the right things to have a helpful lifestyle. And you have to do it for yourself, because you don't want to be here and be miserable, and you don't want to worry the people who love you. So do try to make health a priority. But all joking aside, I love what Kia talking about, getting together with people in her family, playing games, eating. Don't talk when you eat. This is serious. Come to me later. But just that sort of thing, that's kind of like a family team building that helps you helps your bonds grow stronger. I just love all that. Next, we have our production person, our producer of the EmPower Hour and Power Plant, Whitney Morris. That's my daughter, for those of you who don't know. She has graduate degrees in marketing and management. She's still in school. She's like her mother. She cannot stop getting those degrees and learning. But she has chosen something fun to do, which I like. And she talked about how much she enjoys her job. I mean, how many times do people have jobs where they say, I get paid to be creative, I get paid to empower people who have so much to offer, but who just have never really believed in themselves and gotten out of their shell and gone out to take over the world and make their mark on it. And she gets to do that. She gets to do it in a creative way. That's I've seen her grow. Like she said, I've seen her grow. I enjoy working with her because she's so bright and she brings an interesting perspective for her age group and her unique experience. But she's going out into the world and she's helping other people and other clients. And I know she's going to go on to do great things. She's going to be an entrepreneur. She's going to be one of these people who's a job creator, probably a designer, innovator, something like that. I'm very proud to be her mother. But she shares a little bit with us about what she's thankful for this year and what her goals are. And as her mother, it was genuinely gratifying. I'm glad to see her on fire and so happy. So take a look at Whitney's video.
Hey everyone, this is Whitney Morris, and if you didn't already know, I am the producer of the EmPower Hour and the EmPower Plant by Facebook Brooks. I've been in this position for about a year, and it's been such a rewarding job. The most rewarding job I've ever had. I get to meet cool people, I get to work with cool people, I get to be creative, I get to promote empowerment, I get to learn about awesome women that I would never have the chance to learn about. The purpose of this video is, of course, to express what we're thankful for, and I just have so many things to be thankful for. So do we all. I'll name a top few, of course. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the support I'm getting through school. It's kind of difficult. I have 2 jobs and I'm in a master's program. And then, you know, that on top of juggling every other thing that a normal person has to juggle. It's a lot sometimes, but I get the support of my coworkers, friends, and my mom especially is such a big support for me. I'm so thankful for my dogs. I'm hoping they won't be so upset. They're obsessed with me. So if they were around here, they would just be making a bunch of noise. I love them with all my heart. I'm becoming a millennial dog parent. If anyone hates on my dog, I will step up. Mama Whit will step up. Okay. So I'm so thankful for them. And this house I'm in, I have dreamt of being in a house like the one I'm living in Jacksonville. And it's so cute, it's so perfect, and I am just loving living in this area in Jacksonville. I'm loving being a little bit more independent and away from Tallahassee. I love that I can work remotely because it really works for my lifestyle. You know, I'm filming this, you can see the sun's coming down. It is almost 6 o'clock, and most people are like getting ready to go home and eat dinner, but I'm working because I take, some breaks during the day and then I work really late at night, and that just works for me. And I'm so glad I work in 2 places. Both of my jobs allow me to do that, and that is so amazing. I would just be worn out if I had to work an 8 to 5 job. So that's awesome. I'm so thankful for the growth I've been through this year. And last year, I really put my head to the stone and said, we can be the best person we're going to be, or we can be. And I'm still working every day to be better and trying to help other people be better, the best versions of themselves. Like, we can all work together and be kind to ourselves and be kind to others. And that's just, a couple things I'm super excited about coming forward is, finding that within me, but also spreading that word and maybe helping other people just be happier and live better lives. That's something we're trying to do on the EmPower Plant and the EmPower Hour. And I won't take up too much more y'all's time. We appreciate you guys, every one of you who watches and follows and interacts with our stuff and posts on our page. I mean, the stuff that you guys post, so inspirational, so eye-opening. Keep doing it, keep commenting, keep showing up, recommend people you'd like to see on the show, especially men. I want more men on the show, okay? So my personal email, if you want to reach out to me directly, is Whitney, WHITNEY, @basicbrooks.com. And you know what? That's all I gotta say. I'm thankful for you guys, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
All right, and we are back, and that was Whitney Morris, our the producer of the EmPower Hour and the EmPower Plant, and my daughter. A couple of things I got from that. She got this honest, because I've always been that way. I am a hard dog to keep under the porch. I do not like being in an office. I do not like an 8 to 5. I like to look at my schedule and go, that looks interesting. What a fun day I'm going to have. I don't like routine. She's better at that than I am, but like me, she doesn't like being caged in. And if she needs to work all night long because she's on a project, she wants to be able to do that. If she wants to take tomorrow off because of that, or go get, mani-pedi, whatever, take care of herself, self-care day, she does that. And she's found, like so many people, the silver lining of COVID. And that has been the reimagining of what it means to work. We used to really try to avoid people working outside the office for obvious reasons. We're a law firm. We've got to watch client confidentiality more than anything. We have to protect that stuff. But it also loosened up a lot of things. We had to look at it differently. We had to get out of our mindset on that. And so many people, especially millennials and Gen Z, younger people, they really got to have that freedom. And if you want the best work from them, it doesn't come from putting your thumb on them, doesn't come from putting your boot on their neck. So I was glad to hear her talk about that and how rewarding that was for her. She could do so many more things. She's got 2 jobs, plus she's in graduate school getting an MBA. That's a lot on your plate. But how is she able to do it? Because she doesn't have to fit into, a box of work this hours, go to school this hours. She can make it all happen because she has freedom and autonomy. I like that. I like that she's reimagining her future without the preconceived limitations I did in my generation. So I was very, very glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that she feels encouraged in her life and that she's excited about her future. Nothing makes any parent happier. So yay, that's something I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving. So thank you, Whitney, for that. And our next person is Carrie Rohn, my law partner. Carrie and I know each other because we used to litigate against each other. We were both medical malpractice lawyers, and I would sue the doctors and hospitals and healthcare providers, and she defended them. And we found that we had so much in common. We liked each other. We enjoyed each other's company. We ride together to depositions, hearings, things like that. Get in the proceeding, right up in each other's face, and just like lawyers do. And then, right after that, you're like, you want to go to Cheesecake Factory? Yeah, I do. And then we would go shop and, jaw jack all the way home about husbands and children and that sort of thing. So I got to know her and I liked her and I knew where her heart was. And I just always felt like she would feel more at home and more comfortable on the plaintiff side. And so eventually she made that shift and she chose our firm to come to. And I think it's just gone wonderful. I just couldn't be happier. I know the job she does for her clients. They love her. I know she's got a competitive spirit like you read about it. I've never seen somebody this competitive, really. I worry about her sometimes. And it goes through to her children. Her children expect the best of themselves and they seek to achieve greatness in everything they do. And she's an excellent role model for them. Her team respects her and they do so much for her. And you don't get that performance from a team if you're not a genuine person who cares about them. So I am very impressed with her. Everything she's able to do in her life blows me away. So take a look at Carrie's video and get to know a little bit more about why I'm so impressed with her and why I'm glad to call her my friend.
Hey guys, it's Carrie Rohn. The assignment for today is to talk about what we are thankful for, and I've got to be honest with you, it's been a long day for me. I'm working remotely, trying to take care of my kids and make sure that they reach their goals and their dreams while at the same time working on my job, which is not easy and hard, but it's so fulfilling. But anyway, it's emotionally been a really difficult day for me, so I apologize. I know that my video is not going to look as pretty as everybody else's, but this is just keeping it real. So this is what us working moms do. So, I was kind of having a pity party for myself today about how hard my day was. And then I started thinking, my God, I'm so thankful for so many things that are causing me the challenges and causing me, to feel so emotional today. So here it goes. I'm really actually very thankful that I've had a hard day at work because I have a job that I love. I have clients that I love. I love helping people and I love getting to watch them kind of come back in a stronger position than they were before they were injured. Love getting to know people. Love it. I am grateful because I have the best law partners I could ever imagine. They've become my family and I'm so lucky to have them. And I'm really, really grateful that today is a challenging day for me with my kids because I have the best kids I could ever imagine. The best boys, and I love watching them grow into men, and I love watching them succeed and working so hard and achieving their goals and achieving their dreams. And, the biggest thing that I'm thankful for right now is that we are all still here because I think we've all lost people to COVID, a lot of loved ones to COVID. And I'm really glad that that I'm here. And I think we can all say the same thing, that we're glad that we're here and that a lot of us have survived COVID or we've had loved ones that have survived COVID. And I think we all need to be grateful for that. So on this Thanksgiving, hug your loved ones, kiss your loved ones, and tell everybody that you love them. Just pour out kindness and pour out love this Thanksgiving because we are all so lucky that we're still here. So I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season. Keep kicking ass as working moms and working dads and successful parents and successful in your careers, and be grateful for everything that you have because it could all be gone in a fleeting moment. And I hope that you guys have loved the EmPower Hour as much as I have, and everything that the EmPower plant is doing as much as I have, and that we have a great year to come. I can't wait to bring you more exciting and new things and just get better and better with the EmPower plant and making ourselves and everybody that we love feel empowered. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Talk to y'all soon. Love you guys.
Oh, I love what she had to say. And I love that she gave herself permission to have a bad day. But she did this next thing. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to just be pitiful, wallow in it, feel sorry for yourself. Because sometimes people do put upon you and you don't have it coming, and it is just unfair and it's mean, it's gratuitous, it's just awful. And it's okay to feel okay. But what she did was go, hey, wait a minute, let me just have a little perspective here. Let me look at all these other things that are going on in my life, everything else that's fantastic about my life. And this is a bad day for me compared to a bad day for so many other people. I should, wash my mouth off with soap for even complaining about it. That's kind of how you feel. It doesn't mean to do that because you get to feel bad about a bad day, but you don't get to unpack and live there if you can have the right perspective. And she did. She loves her job. She loves her clients. She loves her life. She's surrounded by her family, friends, people who are the most important to her. She feels like she's in an environment professionally where she can flourish. She can have a voice and leadership in the direction the firm's taking. She's the future of the firm, along with Kimmy Hogan. Jimmy and I couldn't be happier to have them as our partners. I love that about her. And I love that she gives herself love and she gives herself permission to have bad days. So I know she doesn't have a lot of them. And when they do, it doesn't feel good. But I just think she's encouraging, and everything she does, she makes sure the world's better, in a better shape than she found it when she walked in the room. I love that about her. So thank you for watching. I want to close with just a few comments of my own about Thanksgiving. Traditions in my family. I'm an only child. I was raised by a single mother, but she was one of 7. So I had a bunch of aunts and uncles, a grandmother and cousins. And so that was a joyful time to see them and get to know them. I was always a little different. I was raised in a different environment. So I think we all kind of, it was like seeing, city cousins, seeing country cousins, that sort of thing. And it was fun. We all liked and laughed about the things that were different and alike about us. That was a great feeling. As an adult, I like to just have a very casual Thanksgiving. This started years ago. My ex-husband and I just decided we're going to be the place. If you don't have anywhere to eat, or you don't have a place to go, or you don't want to travel Thanksgiving, you come to our house. You're welcome. We've had Thanksgivings with people I barely knew. Somebody just cut my hair, but they didn't have a place to go, along with people I've known my whole life, my parents, that sort of thing. I like that. I think that's the spirit of Thanksgiving, is to open your home and your heart and your everything that you have and share it with people and get to know people, learn things you didn't know about the world and about the people living in it. So that's a tradition I've started as an adult, is to welcome anybody. When I was, used to coach mock trial in law school, and a lot of law school students don't travel because it's crunch time in law school at Thanksgiving. It's not fun time, but everybody's got to eat. So if you don't have a place to eat this Thanksgiving, you can always come to my house. So thankful, too much. My cup runneth over. I had to write things down. I am very thankful for the health and happiness of my only child. There's nothing that matters more in this world than what you do as a parent. I don't care what anybody says. And so, thank you for making that easier. Thank you for that. That's all that matters. Everything else is cake. I'm thankful for my law partners. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm thankful for friends who are family, friends who treat you the way you need to be treated, who get you off the couch when you need to be off the couch, who shake you and get you squared away, who celebrate everything that is interesting and unique about you, and who love you because of your warts, not in spite of them. They love everything weird and funky about you. And I love those kinds of friends, and my world is full of them. I'm thankful for family, because family is not always guaranteed. It's not always pleasant. A lot of people have the biggest problems they have in their life come from their interpersonal relationships with their family members. So I'm thankful that that's not a struggle that I have. I love my little dogs. They have brought me so much joy. I didn't have real dogs until I was an older person, really in the last few years. And these little things, as much as they terrorize me and as much as I have spent on rugs and rug cleaning, I love those little things, and they make me feel so happy. So if you ever feel lonely and need something to fill some space, do consider an animal. They're really worth it. But professionally and personally, in terms of growth, I put out a book this year. I wrote a book. I can actually say I'm a top Amazon published author in something. It's like a very granular topic, like self-help for women over 50 with a right eyebrow that's higher than the left, something like that. But anyway, Amazon bestseller. But seriously, it's a book on empowering women. It's something I'm very passionate about, and it's going to be a springboard for other things I want to do. And I'm proud of myself for doing that. But mostly, I think I'm most grateful and proud of all the times I hear from people, especially mostly women, and they'll tell me how I've done or said something that's changed their lives. Something I didn't really think was significant that really changed their lives. A lot of times it's clients, but that's an immense responsibility. I'm grateful that I have that opportunity, and I want you to take it seriously. And so whenever people reach out to me, I do take that seriously. I try not to be flippant, although you can't always tell that. I'm pretty sarcastic a lot of the time. Goals. One of my goals is to be a better goal setter. So Jimmy Basig is proud of me. But I think I want to write more. I want to help people more. I want to speak more. Mainly, I just want to get more focused. I need to realize I need more help. So I'm going to maybe hire an assistant to help me with some things. Goals are to be a better person. Goals are to look at what I have and maximize it, optimize it. I have so much more than I ever dreamed of. And I think it would be a literal sin not to make the absolute best of it. So I want to thank every single one of you for everything you've done to support the EmPower Plant. I want to thank you for watching the EmPower Hour. I want to thank so many of you for being our guests on the EmPower Hour. When we have gone back and looked at the people who have been on this program, mind blowing, the best of the best. And they all were here through kindness and generosity, and because they want to make the world a better place. So I hope that by being a participant of this, that it's made your world better. I hope you go out into the world and make somebody else's world better, and on and on and on. So thank you for watching. Thank you for this beautiful, wonderful new year ahead of us. And we will see you next week, Thursday, 4:30, for another episode of the EmPower Hour, brought to you by the EmPower Plant.